better put your hands together, make it clap for Miss Jane.
Greetings! It has been a long time, but we are back with another era review, this time with a new artist, JADE, from the girl group ℉𝕬𝕤𝕚𝕚. She recently released her first studio album, titled That's Showbiz, Baby. Made with a plethora of producers, the album dabbles into the world of fame and how chaotic, destructive. It is much more of an expose/ode type of work with pop, disco synths, and electronic elements. Experimental on with the message to say to its audience about the woman who experienced a lot from what is demanded. Before we start, I would like to subvert the formulaic pattern on this particular video. Usually when I do era reviews, I get to talk on the album first, then go into the music videos. Well, JADE herself made a visual album, and there is a video on every single track apart from only one on the deluxe. So I will sandwich them and talk about the song, then its correlating video, to really give in the narrative on what is portrayed. With that out of the way, let us get onto That Showbiz, Baby. We start off with Angel of My Dreams, and this is unexpected. The love-hate relationship on the dazzling fame, supporting for the love of performing while also bringing light to the greed and exploitation. It is so interesting how polarizing the attitudes in one song. The production switches up from the fake-out ballad at the start to the dizzying, crunchy sound of the verses. These two genres fighting each other in chaos in terms of their difference in energy. Her vocals are switching up from the higher notes to the gritty and angry, fast-paced delivery. The whole song itself is so dynamic to listen to. That was unexpected but really impressive. She really set the tone of the message of the project. The visuals paint a full picture with JADE starring as different characters. She is the singer with passion, and this pop star diva comes around with paparazzi and a very scary manager. She was swept away by the same man and made her famous, contrasting the diva from before. She is then replaced with another girl who is the opposite but daring, continuing the vicious cycle of disposability of the artists. The added sentimentality of her younger self singing is such a powerful moment to convey on what she was there in the first place. The video's vibe does not shy away from disgustingness and unnerving shots for the dark side of fame as well. Next is It Girl. It is similar to the first track with direct position of the topic at hand. She reclaims her power and Uno reverses to the executives. She is the one who calls the shots and does whatever she wants, not to be trifled with. So much confidence with a dash of attitude. There are some switch-ups from this one as well, but the main genre is remotely dramatic and confident. Quite beat-driven with nasty synths and aggravating sounds of whiplash gracefulness. Love how she speaks confidently with sharpness. Along with her enticing vocals, the whole song is lovely in style. I'm not your baby doll, no puppet on a string. It Girl is such a shocker, infused with confidence boost. I love how the unapologetic nature seeps into the scenario. The music video is kind of bizarre. JADE walks into a shop of ceramics and this man is just ignoring her while she literally trashes the whole place. That is a whole lot of mess and valid destruction, I guess. It maybe symbolizes having the power to call them out, yet they are still unfazed on it sadly. This is the stage of standing up and acting out against these corrupt people. No more words, just fuck you for now. FUFN is amazing. She's clearly tired on interacting with the person who is so pressuring and suffocating, acknowledging she loves the person but still needed space from that hell they both experience. Whether it be a manager or a lover, it applies both ways.
We've done this shit before, I ain't doing it tonight.
The first pop-adjacent banger hit on the album, the rising and the production before the chorus is so magnetic, and the drop is satisfying. Love her vocals and delivery in the whole composition, catchy and impactful to a point of anger, needed to be released. 𝕄𝕦𝕤𝕚 is a quintessential pop song on all its dramatics and beat-heavy production. Classic hit on the mic and a satisfying listen. In the video, she is with her boyfriend on a movie premiere, but she sees everyone's facade, including him, which is trying to tell her to not make a scene. In disbelief, she left early, and they got into an altercation, which led her to use her powers and choke him via force. After the sequence of events, it rained down popcorn on the theater. The main plot did a 180, and I am quite refreshed by it. I think it is the epitome of camp in all several places. It is intriguing, and that it went out so unexpectedly.
Can I have your heart in a plastic bottle?
Plastic Box is a hit. She is insecure on the relationship she had on the lover, them finding another girl attractive, which ruins her self-esteem, wanting to keep their heart in a plastic box, so the love is between them only. An expression of vulnerability of feelings towards another.
Way good, but I'm constantly comparing myself.
The smoothness on the track is appealing. It rises as it progresses, yet it retains the minor synth work and flows in an atmospheric tone. The breathiness of her vocals is so superb and perfect. It really is like a lullaby, and the whole listening experience makes it an astounding hit. Plastic Box might be the bestest on the album. Digestible, and you can admire the sentimental goodness. It is executed in a way that replay value is unchained to the core. For the music video, she is a living art piece in the museum, trapped in a glass box, constantly posing for the camera and looking cold. On one moment, she barges out and takes the metallic heart with her, changing outfits and executing trippy dance moments with colorful sunny backgrounds. The heart grows larger and detonates, symbolizing maybe the relationship did not work out or was too much. The sets and production value on these videos are so amazing, and the editing did the pristineness so much. The saturation and coloring are also divine.
It's the Wild Wild West, and I think it's about time for the Midnight Cowboy.
Midnight Cowboy is a vibe. Delivering lines from 𝕬𝕤𝕗𝕠, introducing Jade as a prominent figure, encouraging and inviting the lover or the audience to be more liberating in the sense of love. A hint of scandal, sexiness, and dominance.
Baby, I've been there. I'm a real wild bitch, I'm into.
I would say this is the most quiet space we had so far in the album. Minimal sounds and beats, yet has that striking elements to hook you in. Vocals and deliveries are so in tune with the nighttime aura. The melodies are magnetic, together with the preciseness of the production.
I'm about to perform like I'm on tour. Baby, glad for the encore.
Midnight Cowboy is great. It could be good in a club setting, especially at night. Feels like a transition into another place from the sounds of it. Following the last part of It Girl, Jade performs at night into a water fountain without a care. Lots of flashing lights and horrifying faces of paparazzi going onto the screen. The nighttime aspect of the song is evident, and I wish I could see more stuff from that video. Lassos and cowboy hats in the night is kind of a vibe. Still, the solo choreography is absolutely stunning, and she looks gorgeous in the scenery. Fantasy is wild. Freaky and feral, you got it, no judgment in this place. The core of liberating experience and unapologetically confident in one's skin. It is a perfect club disco staple.
It could be loopy, it could be kinky, it could be hot, and that's okay.
The track production is mainly disco heaven with the grand synths. The more it got closer to the end, the more chaotic and maniacal the premise is, like a wild night out. Her vocals are great, in particular before the chorus. The outro is such a stellar finish though. I am enamored with the honesty and glamour. Fantasy is such a great song to empower with. Disco mania in its vibrant, atmospheric composition. The music video is an ode to Carrie, but Jade is a club singer. The party starts out glamorous with everyone dancing and some are really getting into it. Then a jealous person drops a bucket of blood above Jade. With reasonable fury, Jade uses her telekinetic powers to cause chaos and tear the dance floor apart. The visuals are stunning as well as the quirkiness of the song fitting. Color grading sprayed across the radiance of the screen. Unconditional wowed me. It is on love despite on how she reacts erratically or unstable. The unconditional love still lingers in truest form in entirety. The song might be about a loved one battling an illness, which is quite heartbreaking. The production has that experimental feel from the first two tracks. It starts as this haunting synth work on the down low, then crashes into rock elements with drums, the pre-chorus and the end of the chorus. I would say vocally this is one of the best. Melodies, deliveries, and execution, it is so beautifully done. If you're going down. Unconditional is both emotional and an acquired palette in the album. It is so different but intriguing to be heard. The music video gets glimpses of Jade behind the scenes, her facial expressions captured by the camera being tired and so out of interest during the making of several videos. It is another critique about how even in fame, your worst moments are out there, especially in reality TV and such. I could really feel the pressure seeped in order to create that moment, even if you do not want to do it. Self-Saboteur is kind of relatable. The title explains itself. Constantly self-sabotaging a relationship, even if it is going smoothly well. The avoidance and being scared of messing things up is a real undeniable experience. The instrumentals are probably the most conventional pop out of anything in the tracks. It is so bouncy and it reminds you of the typical pop song moment, juxtaposing the vulnerable lyrics. Her vocals in the track are one of my favorites. She delivered those words effortlessly with a hint of melancholy. Self-Saboteur is actually one of my favorites for its relatability. The lyrics and the sound are digestible with a 100 power replay value. Jade is on the toilet scrolling through, I assume is like a TikTok live. We see these other Jades doing so much in the live, whilst most of the viewers are dropping and commenting some random stuff, either good or bad. She's doing it all, binging on cake, dancing, singing, drinking liquid out of her top, and removing her makeup. It is bizarre, with a general critique of the audience reacting to the live. Such an interesting concept. Lip service is all about intercourse, or phone intercourse rather. A lot of innuendos going on with the lyrics, just full on direct about it. The bounciness of the instrumentals is fun, along with her vocals, which are playful to fit the other elements. Unfortunately, this is a skip for me. I didn't really connect to this one as much. The video consists an ad for a phone with some spicy interactions on the caller and the seller. This other person is calling Jade, who is enticing them in front of the television. It is simple as it is and fits the song overall narrative.
Like a drill inside your brain.
Headache is underrated. The acknowledgement of being a messy person into the relationship while the other person really likes it. Despite the wild and hyper energy, they still love each other.
And I know you got work in the morning, darling, I know it's not fun.
I am interested and impressed with the production. It is flowing and unpredictable, to which I find it appealing to listen to. A dizzying roulette mixture of sounds.
Like sugar and spice, I try to be nice, but then I take it there.
Her vocals are striking in execution, especially together with the drums on the beat. So dashingly rapid and all over the place in a good way. Headache is heavily underrated. Probably another dynamic song in terms of progression on the album. I love the sounds of it as well. It is so intentional. Jade is at an audition and doing everything she could to impress the judges. The judges in particular are wearing some of her outfits visible from other characters from other music videos, which is interesting. All about no matter how hard you try, they would still not be impressed. Showbiz really takes a toll on everyone, which is such a bummer.
You're a natural disaster.
If Headache is acknowledging oneself, Natural at Disaster is the destructive partner. Being with them is exhausting, mainly affecting her mental health, the toxicity growing through the roofs and exposed. The most dramatic shift on the whole project with the strings and choir. It is kind of a 180 and a little bit of foreshadowing for the deluxe. Vocals are unmatched and strong on the track. I admit the live version is more powerful than the studio version, but I appreciate both. A lovely and needed track for the album. The video is more likely a visualizer than a video. Audience throwing roses on Jade's boots. It connects to the dramatic encore of the song and the theater setting as well.
You just thought
Glitch is superb. Interestingly, it is on self-loathing and expresses the glitch as a nuisance, pushing away and anxious on insecurities. According to some sources, it's about Jade's eye twitching as well. The production is more low-key, electronic R&B in the verses, but explodes into glitchy effects in the post-chorus. Her vocals are heavily modified and personifying the glitchy figure as a sentiment. And I do listen to it time to time. Okay, the video might be the most bizarre one. Jade and multiple dancers dressed up as her are doing the wildest stuff caught on camera. They are dressed up as each other and summoning on a seance as well as fighting. It gives a lot of Coven influences with a modern, jarring twist. It is so deconstructed and I fear I do not understand the premise, unfortunately. Before You Break My Heart gets you in the feels. The premise is a younger Jade writing a letter to her future self, seeing all the troubles she endured and reminding her what her artistry lies in, her passion for singing. It is heartfelt and a sweet moment of recollection.
when all I wanna do is go back to the start.
The tracks sample younger Jade's vocals in the background, singing Stop in the Name of Love by the Supremes. Paired it with the groove and pop influences as it goes on. Her emotional vocals really drive home the song's message. Harmony and melody with the two Jades vocalizing with one another. This is a special track to listen to with a meaning. I love the purest nature of it, with a deep message for its audience. Going to the visuals, we have Jade and a relative posing as her younger self. They are with each other, hanging out and dancing at various settings. They match in outfits and the bond is so precious to see. A love letter from your younger self is such a sweet notation to have, and self-love is a precious milestone to acquire.
A silent disco we made.
Silent disco is at the end but never ends, talking with the lover and how against all the atrocities going on, they will dance in silent disco together. A natural and warm nighttime hug of a love song.
With the passion on the roof off, baby, these stars are blushing.
The synths are minimal in the verses yet explodes on the chorus. It introduces a magically inclined atmosphere of that existing love. Vocals are strong and she really belts at the ends of the earth, especially on the outro. It showcases her talent in the most grandiose expression. Silent Disco is a comforting song to digest to. As a closer, it is masterful and heartfelt in symphonies. Visuals match the music with Jade and her lover. There are shots of them together in different timelines while still having the same outfits. The setting to the undoubtedly magical feeling of the song, the disco lights on a makeshift party residence, is filled with authenticity. The unconditional love is the strongest thing. Even time would not bend it. Now it is time for the deluxe. Church is like fantasy with a religious metaphor, revolves around liberation and love to a T, an invitation to accept this fate of love so powerful. The instrumentals are experimental, much so on some songs in the standard album. It adds a bit more dance elements with the effects and chopping vocals. Vocally grandeur along with the harmonies of the choir in the drama. I live for the dramatics on the song alone. Mixes grand spectacle with dance music. This is the last video as of now in the era. It follows an acolyte joining this congregation led by Jade. She undergoes into the space of liberation and transforms by the teachings and partying and letting loose. In the end, she has the essence of Jade herself. I love it is like a reverse spiritual awakening through an anachronistic lens. Blending pilgrimage with modern day apparel is interesting to portray.
Baby, this is what we dance for.
Okay, this track is one of my favorite first love listens. The idea of dance saving as a form of therapy for any mental illness is such a statement. Her begging the DJ to bring a beat in order to not lose control from all her demons. Lyrically, absolutely at the top for me. The dance elements are brought back here in rapid succession. The beat is rushing to give the adrenaline feeling of oneself when dancing. Melodies and catchiness are so spicy through the music. The way she delivers is effortless and undeniably powerful. This is what we dance for, completely express what I am thinking towards music. Having a rhythm can literally save someone from a state of problem. A healing agent with artistry and resonation. Dream Cheater has a bizarre premise. It is cheating with someone on a dream, which is weird because it does not happen, so it's fine. Lyrics aside, the production is trippy with those high synths and weird effects. Her vocals are fine and laid out on the song. Similar to Lip Service, I skipped this. I do not like it that much, to be honest. Best You Could is a great ballad, an apology to a loved one, an understanding throughout the hardships happened in the past, meaningful especially for a relationship which fell. The drums introduce the atmospheric and emotionally charging notations of the song. Vocals are pretty and she sang with her heart and layers. A good song with an extensive meaning similar to Before You Break My Heart.
That's all you use me for.
Use Me is a bop, double meaning with being intimate while also critique on the music industry and their acts of exploitation. The dance elements space out in the production with it given the way after the chorus. Her voice is catchy as well as matching the pulsating moment, flowing seamlessly in the time frame. Use Me is a good club song. I love its inclusion.
frozen when your heart.
Frozen is a good cover. I will withhold my thoughts on the lyrics because we have not reviewed Madonna's Ray of Light album yet. The instrumentals start out in electronica heaven interpolation, then switches up to this rushing synths in the latter half. Vocally, she has her own spin to it. I love her rendition, a great cover indeed, and it is artistically adapted.
If my heart was a house, you could take a look.
If My Heart Was a House goes back into familiar themes. This self-saboteur adjacent, cautious on a new relationship, she refuses and warns them from the baggage, but with enough persuasion, she might let them in the house. The anticipation and dancey elements in the production are dynamic to listen to. Paired with hypnotizing and catchy voice, the song itself is a siren. Love the song's ability to paint a picture with an unconventional metaphor.
Bad thoughts sticking to me like tar.
Tar is vastly different from the rest of the album. She is really saying her own thoughts, insecurities, and ideas onto the table. The faking smiles and the truthful metaphors with a hint of unapologetic confidence. The most minimal, I guess, in the production department. Guitar and piano to give way to the vocals, which are beautiful in execution. Overall, Tar is an unexpected finish, and that concludes the end of the album. Well, we have done that. All I can say is Jade gave all for us in one go. I mean, a visual standard album with a pretty deluxe rollout made me admire her artistry even more. The themes revolve on the critique of fame mainly, showing its dark side and cruel authority. There are some sub-themes include liberation, self-love, family insecurities, and a few songs on romance. They perfectly capture the artist's experience as she goes far with fame. Along with that, the producers are excellent with their craft, experimental with an exploration of genres such as R&B, disco, rock, house, electronica, and solid pop. She gave the whole buffet and everyone ate at the table. There are so many songs with combining genres in them as dynamic outputs. Her vocal range, of course, is effortless, catchy, magnetic, and soulful with harmonies and melodies golden in execution. As far as what tracks I root for, there are only two which I skip on this album. It is such a great experience. I prefer the standard perfectly. The deluxe is a world of its own, but the standard is so managed and carefully crafted that I go back and replay most of the songs there. Mind you, this is her debut solo album. What happens when she releases another one? I am seated for more. Those are my sentiments, and let us go to my personal ranking and rating.
You know how much I love you. It's just so burning up with all the nasty little butterflies. When it crashes, I know how to force a smile. Smile. If I could melt your heart, you love me in a way that only you really know how. Gives me more. It's romance, there's no chemicals. We're high on the mirrored floor. Wanna get control back of my life. Tryna build a bridge out of matches. Tolerate this. I'm such a headache, but you love me. And I know you needed something you could sing for. I'm about to perform like I'm on tour. Baby, glad for the years I brought to party. Oh, won't mind looking. It's a crime for me. Call the love police. You keep hurting me. I'm begging you. You're filthy. You're filthy. I always love you. Hey, can you help me feel the same? Bring on that freaky shit tonight. It's so high, I can't run anymore, so I can
we get to the aesthetics part of the era. The album cover is so interesting and very surreal. The context is that Jade manifests through multiple versions of herself scattered onto the frame. She is seen with different outfits, but the main focal point is the giant version looking down, with her hand stepping onto the bottom left as a sense of power. The font plastered in precision on the right side of the artwork. Honestly, I love the message and the whole arrangement of the elements. It matches the distinct experimental style we hear in the album, as if a different Jade is found in every track. For the deluxe, I am also stunned. The same hand holding a Jade in a red dress acting as a puppet on a string. The subtle change of the main color from blue to red tells a visual shift. Deluxe is more dance pop and it has its own uniqueness from the standard. The album covers are truly a piece of artistry imagined evenly with the visuals. There is so much going on in the visuals for the album alone. The aesthetics never disappoint and variety in silhouettes and pieces as well. Diverse in fact that you can also see the messiness appointed through the clothing. We have short dresses, long nails, furs, big sleeves, wigs, and shades. Her makeup is also fun with the emphasis on eyeshadow. She sometimes covers her eyebrows into pencil thin. Her hairstyle consists of many wigs, but the main one is this black with beige highlights. It is either styled straight or curled, which I prefer the latter. Actually, for the deluxe, has a mini distinct style not far off from the standard. A lot of red and dramatic, almost theater-like patterns into showcase. Effort for these looks in a debut album is divine. Now let me show you my top 5 picks from the era. This baggy ensemble from the photo shoot is so interesting. What I am drawn to is the comfortability factor in the garment. Like I want to wear some of those pieces ironically. The striped blue sweater with matching shorts and those bizarre boots. And the headwear acting as a cap and a scarf. Quirkiness in the ensemble is radiating. It Girl has to be one of the most memorable looks from the era. The iconic star leather jacket in black and white has a unique sleek texture to it. Fishnets and black boots with the same material. Her hairstyle is such a vibe and she wears a fur headpiece at one point. I deeply appreciate the outfit in general. It is so well put together with quality fabric. Plastic box museum look has got me in a chokehold. The way the dress is similar to water based on its structure. They made it look so perfect for display purposes. Her hair being straight and silver makes it more ethereal by the minute. She actually kind of looks like Lady Gaga on one point. Overall, a lovely and elegant outfit. The encore dress is one of my favorites. The details on the dress is so reminiscent of a curtain. Structure-wise, it is absolutely stunning with all the ruffles and the gold trim, especially on the shoulder and the skirt. The black-red combo, a daring display of striking combinations. The black boots completes the look. It is such a marvelous set. I would say nothing can be more powerful than the one ensemble from Angel of My Dreams. There are plenty of stunning maximalist outfits from the music video alone. The blue diva dress is a runner-up, but the all-white angel outfit caught my eye. The string symbolizing a puppet on a string, the white dress, boots, nails, and makeup symbolizing the innocence at the start. Then the angel wings are a final touch to the concept of the character, a symbolic and a gorgeous expression. So what do I think of That's Showbiz, Baby? A debut album dabbled into artistically maximalist and creative direction. Great use of quality into all elements. Talks about the highs and lows of fame. Takes deeply sentimental messages as it progresses. High-end production with different producers, a mix of pop, disco, and electronic elements, both experimental and exceptional. The vocals are perfect for the vocalist herself, utilizing range and hooks to convey impactful lyrical content. stylishly managed with diverse sets of looks. A pop star who got into fame into the most extravagant and eclectic fashion. JADE really did the thing with this album. I could listen to most of the songs in replay and they are so beautifully well made. I love how she uses her artistry to direct ambitiously her craft, given on how much she has been in the industry for so long. I am excited to see what she has in store. What are your thoughts on the album? Let me know in the comments below. Feel free to like and subscribe for more era reviews, and I will see you in the next video. Have a fantastical day.
Do you wanna exist?